Alright. We're calling it, again, the name of the deck so far, just Lost Zone Spread. We're not really a Lost Zone deck. We're not really a spread deck. I don't know what to call it. Water Tempo? Yeah, we're going to go first. Alright. Froakie, Articuno, Target Whistle. See, our Skyla is going to help us kind of fix our hand here. Let's start with the Articuno here. What do I want to do? Might want to Ultra Ball away the Whistle and the Rod. We could save Skyla to go get like something next turn. I don't know what I'm Ultra Balling for though. We probably want to get our Remoraid going as soon as possible, since we're going to be kind of low on cards, and we can like Skyla for like a dive ball next turn if we wanted to. So let's do that. Let's Ultra Ball. Obviously, ditching these two cards is going to be sad. We want to save the U-turn board, I think, because we're going to be wanting to retreat at some point. Let's see what we got. So there's Remoraid. We got that Empoleon Manaphy. We have the Froakie and its evolutions. We got Inteleon, Cramorant. We don't have our Frosmoth in the deck, which is fine because we just have to get to 2 energy on most of our guys. So let's grab the Remoraid here. We can Remoraid. We can't Froakie, and let's say go. So this is where like Skyla is maybe showing her worth a little bit, right? We can Skyla into Dive Ball, into Octillery, into Draw. Where, you know, Drizzile wouldn't be online yet. So this Skyla is basically saving our hand. Obviously just one instance of this, but something to think about. Well, there's Versus Seeker. Alright, let's go. Let's Dive Ball. Yes, PokéStop would also be pretty good here. I do think we just want Dive Ball. Let's Dive Ball. We know we got the Octillery in the deck. Let's Octillery. I think we're wanting this U-turn board on the Froakie probably. And then let's Octillery here. Alright, there's some fun cards to deal with. Alright, Trekking Shoes. Dracovish, we have Nessa. And this, we're probably far off from this, so we could always Archie's it back. I don't think I want that in my hand. In might be good for later. We're not going to be able to Bicycle this turn. So, not finding any energy has been great. Like, I would love to put this to sleep if we could. Alright, let's go. Yeah, man, PokéStop. Phoenix, you got me thinking. You and Blatty got me thinking about PokéStop and Chaotic Swell, and there's one other one too. Silent Lab too. Gosh, do I want PokéNav in here? Or Stadium Nav? Stadium Nav plus playing more stadiums. We definitely want cards like In and Marnie, because we're going to be just churning through our deck. We're going to want to at some point to just throw everything, like throw it back into our deck, because we're going to get pretty low here. I wouldn't be surprised that in this matchup if we decked out. I need Greninja to do 60 damage. If Greninja did 60 2 times instead of 50, that card would be busted. Alright, just imagine sniping this Dreepy and this Inkay. The 50 is still pretty good. But man, if Greninja did 60, it would be a GLC All-Star. There's Mewtwo. Seems early for Mewtwo. There's the Necrozma. It's got the special energy attached. And here our opponent is filching. Not a lot going on here. Man, that is not looking too good for us. We could... We don't really want to Scowl. I think we just want a fresh 6, right? I don't want to Versus Seeker for anything. It's just Scowl in the yard. Muscle Band, not good on this, not good on this. Let's just in here. Let's see what we get. Well, there's the Greninja, and there's some energy. We're happy to see that. The Versus Seeker came back to us. We definitely Pal Pad. That's good. I like the way that you have like the way that you said that. We're definitely in the middle somewhere. All right, let's attach this energy now. Let's Pal Pad. Put these two back. I kind of want to just attach the Muscle Band just so I can draw more cards. Is it a waste though? Like, I don't know if we're ever charging this Articuno up in time. If this stays asleep, it might be good. Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter too much in this matchup. So let's just get the 2 extra cards here. There's Manaphy. Not really what I wanted to see. Manaphy might help against Drapey in the long game. Let's save it for now. I don't see it being anything that matters. We might want the bench space. Alright, asleep. We got it asleep. Don't know if that matters. We saw our opponent kind of ditch their Guzma earlier. And their Hex Maniac. There's Level Ball. I have to assume that they're going for the Inkay. They do have a Psychic Energy in their deck. So the Malamar seems on point. They might also just be trying to get their Dragapult going. There's the Malamar, though, as expected. Get the Necrozma. Yeah, this Necrozma is going to be scary. So it can do barrier attack right now, unless they have the Stadium. Well, here's Marnie. Marnie's not too bad for us. Our hand was not particularly great. We didn't play the bucket there because we kind of want to save our energy in our deck. Alright. Quick Ball into Empoleon is a pretty good thing. Special Laser. Oh, okay, they had energy from hand. Alright, let's put Froakie out. This is going to be tough to deal with. Well, there's Level Ball, too. Well, let's start with the Quick Ball on the Empoleon. Let's get our Sobble. Let's Level Ball. Probably going to have to get a sacrifice here. I think we probably just get the Snom just to play, unless we find like a super awesome way to get this going. Do I put the water energy on the Snom just so we can call for family for an extra card? Probably. Alright. Alright, there's Cramorant. There's Hex Maniac, which I don't think really stops anything currently. Let's random receiver here. Let's see what we get. We get Skyla. Man, now I wish I was playing like Faba or something. Let's Skyla and let's just grab an Escape Rope, I think. Alright, let's Escape Rope here. Nothing with Free Retreat, right? Put the Mewtwo out. We'll put the Snom out. I think we have all our basics. I don't think this Heavy Ball has a target. Yeah. So, let's just grab the Manaphy for now. And that might be our sacrifice for a later turn. Now here's Rare Candy, probably, ooh, straight into Gallade. Gallade, so I know that Guzma is in the bin, right? Did they shuffle it back in? Ooh, I missed what they got. Tate and Liza to put this back. This is going to be tough for us to beat, this Necrozma. We're going to have to buy some time. We're hoping to get the Greninja going soonish. Alright, here's Special Laser again. Opponent's got no cards in hand. Well, there's Verse Seeker. See, I was thinking, and tell me what you think about this, Phoenix. They have 0 cards in hand. They're going to take another prize here. They can't draw any currently, right? I was thinking Drizzile for Guzma, and then get this out of the way as we continue to set up. Okay. Do you think it's worth it for them to take a prize off my Manaphy then? Let's Drizzile here. So let's Drizzile. Yes. It could work. It's just such a stall tactic, right? Like, I think I do want a Guzma. They can get any supporter they want, right? So, like, I guess Hex Maniacing is fine, but they shouldn't be able to switch easily. It's like put out the Malamar, and then, you know, we could always put out Cramorant. We're so far away from that, though. Let's Heavy Ball here. We just know there's nothing in here. We're just burning cards so that we can draw more cards. Let's Cramorant. And then I think we Gus the Malamar. And we set up... What do I want to put up? Probably the Cramorant. We can always just get it back later. It's like the easiest to retreat out of all of these two. I guess Manaphy only has 1, 2. Let's do that. Floor, Manaphy. Let's Octillery. Draw 3 cards. There's Archies and there's Energy Retrieval. Let's set up. We're closer to Drizzile. This is, you know what? This is. Now, Joshua, you were playing a list like this, weren't you? I remember playing against someone who had like a lot of these things going on, and I couldn't remember who it was, but it definitely inspired me. Alright, here goes our opponent Cynthiaing, finding the Dragapult Floatstone. Man, alright. Life is not easy out here. Alright, there's a Water Energy. I would love to Archies, but we're nowhere close. We could probably in here is our best call, right? First Seeker in. We could also just like hope that we could Guzma again and just hope that they don't have it. Alright, now that they have the Dragapult going. Let's Verse Seeker. We don't have the in. I forgot we Pal Padded that back in. Alright, let's Guzma up this. Up this. Let's attach another energy. I think I want to put it on Froakie for now. And then let's draw some cards. Yeah, well, if we keep doing it, I'm sure it will work. Alright, Lucamine here. There's Guzma, there's Hexmaniac. Can't play him this turn. Well, what is that? Is that the, Alright, we're bad at this game. Alright, there's Irida. Irida's fun, right? Irida's Greninja into... Well, let's see, because we can Inteleon, right? We can Inteleon, and then with the Inteleon we can get Rare Candy and something else, right? We can start Greninja-ing. And then hopefully it doesn't die, right? So what do we want? We want Inteleon, we probably want Evolution Incense. So let's Inteleon. Let's go get 2 trainer cards. We want this. Do I want Culver's Experiment? Do we want to wait? Do we want to put our guys back in the deck, though? Are we missing all of our recovery cards? I know we ditched one early. Yeah, our Super Rod is in our prizes. We have Peony, but don't think it matters too much. Let's Nessa. Alright. Alright. Evolution Incense. Let's get Greninja. Let's Rare Candy. Greninja. Let's do this. And then let's hope that this is enough. So we probably need to start spreading some damage around. So let's put 50 here and 50 here. And then let's hope for some coin flips. It's coin flip time, buddies. Oh, I like your Dragapult. We got 1 too. I will say the one thing I don't like about this Greninja is the CGI-ish art. Like, I want like a better art. Give me like a full art Greninja. I don't know what he's doing, but not from up top. No Hexmaniac good. We knew they had it, right? That was just us not remembering. I wish that this had the same thing that like Magic has. Oh man. This would be a great time for us to have an ability to use Archies, right? Put the Greninja back on. But is there a way for us to get rid of our hand? I don't think so. So energy retrieval. This is 1 energy away from just murdering us next turn, right? Does exactly 160. So I think if they have the energy, they win, right? And we're going to put energy in the graveyard. So yeah. Don't think we have any outs to that. Like, we'd have to play Hexmaniac and then they'd not have to have energy in hand, I think is our only out. Well, we're going to do it. There's our rare fossil. Alright, so he just put it in the active spot. I'm assuming that's GG's. Yeah. GG's. Alright. That Necrozma is going to be tough for us to deal with. If we can... So obviously we're going to play again if Samarcus will let us. What's our strategy? Like, obviously Cramorant Muscle Band is a good way to get rid of the Necrozma if we are set up in that way. Because we can diverge, our deck kind of can split off in two different directions as we need it to. We're definitely like a toolboxy deck. We might not have the tools to win this one. This deck is just like, obviously this deck and colorless decks are like the two best decks, I think. Well, there's our Snom. I don't think we get doinked by their deck. We can set up like Irida pretty well next turn. We might even Smarny. I think I want to save the energy. Say go. There's the Necrozma again. Always the Necrozma. This card is just so good. It's hard to want to play any other Psychic list when this card exists. It's just so good. This card plus the Dragapult. I know a lot of people are thinking that they need to play that Tinkaton in some of these lists, or at least people are considering playing it. Just like, what do you cut? This deck is already just so good. Like, to fit those 3 cards in a deck. Like, maybe, like, the Mimikyu is pretty good. But I can see the Mimikyu being very situational. Obviously, it's funny against, like, Wailord and, like, other cards like that. The Benchmare Mew typically needed. Did he just ditch Dragon Ball? Okay. Assuming he has a way to get it back. Why don't you just show me something with Hypnosis? There's the Inkay. There's our Marshadow. Yeah, cut the Dragapult. I know that's what people were talking about. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely want to try it out. Obviously, I won't be able to ever on stream because of certain things, but in paper, definitely seems worth it. I have some people that are excited about that. Alright, let's draw exactly Colress. Well, there's an energy. That's at least call for family so we don't lose. Well, let's Trekking Shoes. Can we get rid of our hand this turn? We can't. So, no, we're going to ditch Archies. That's basically what it's there for, right? Let's do this. Opponent has no cards in hand. And this Dreepy is attacking. I think we just call for family here. And let's go get Sobble. Inteleon is going to be good for us. There's N. Okay, Inteleon is not going to be good for us. I never get to keep my hand. But these are things I like as well. There's the Float Stone too. Lost Blender is funny. There's the Kirlia. Oh, Wobbuffet. Gosh, the Psychic deck plays everything, man. This deck is just so well-rounded. This Marshadow can be brutal. We lost to it this weekend in paper. Marshadowing a fighting deck on turn 1. Game. Alright, have we searched our deck yet? We did, but I didn't take account because we had Rare Candy Inteleon, so I knew that we wanted the Sobble. There's the Jacloak. The Jacloak's going to hit for 20 here. Spooky Shot. Okay. Well, there's Cramorant, which makes... I'm incentivized now to use this Lost Blender. Alright, let's level ball. And we can get Drizzile. Drizzile can get us Colress Experiment. Oh yes, this is it, guys. So we want Colress's Experiment. Ba-doom, ba-doom. Because then we can Chorus Experiment, Lost Blender, play our Cramorant, Float Stone, Retreat, hit for 110, knock out the Dracloak, and then they don't have anything else going on. Alright, Chorus Experiment. So, cards that are good. Guzma, Nessa, Energy. I don't think we need Ultra Ball. I don't think we need Pal Pad. These are cards I'm definitely going to want later on in the game, so it just makes sense for me to keep them. That Ultra Ball would be nice to ditch this Empoleon though, but I think it's got to be this. So now what do we Lost Blender? I think we have to Lost Blender that Energy and the Arco Bike. Maybe the Empoleon, but it's going to snipe some guys on the bench, right? If we ever get it going. Maybe it's just not right to do that. You know what? We're playing 7 Energy. Arco Bike, Energy, bye-bye. We draw Marnie! Alright, go Cramorant, go. And... Alright. We're finally ahead, guys. And we drew Nest Ball. So we do have the Guzma. So, like, obviously knocking out the Kirlia or the Inkay is going to be priorities. Well, there's the Gallade. What's Gallade getting? Alright, Raihan here. So Raihan, Energy. Do they... Oh, they probably grab the Stadium, right? Oh. Alright, not the end of the world, because we can Nessa. We can Nessa, and I think it's worth it for us to Nessa the Inkay up and knock it out. Do we have anything else in here? So we'd just be Nessaing for 1. We can't Nessa and Guzma in the same turn. So let's start with a Nest Ball. What do we got? Greninja. We don't have Frogadier. So maybe the Articuno is the way to go. Don't know what's in their hand. I don't mind Marnieing here. I think there's a lot of benefit to Marnieing. And that's a pretty decent setup for next turn. So we could always sacrifice the Articuno, or we could like try to put that to sleep, which I don't mind. I think I'd rather have the Snom going. And then we can like Skyla for Dive Ball or Irida for Inteleon plus something else. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Alright. We should have played the Froakie, right? Should have played the Froakie because we could have Inteleoned and gotten, what was it? We could have gotten Rare Candy and Greninja. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. We probably want to get Remoraid anyway. Like, we probably want a way to get Remoraid. Archie's is in our deck. Okay. So this might be like what? Nothing really. This might be a nothing turn. Let's Skyla. I want to save the Irida. kind of just want to get Bucket here. Just so we can hit some energy drops. Let's play out the Froakie. Let's attach an energy to Froakie. They might like try to hit it, and that's fine. I don't think the Articuno is long for this world, so alright, there's an Ordinary Rod. I wonder if our opponent, yeah, they want Mew and they want Dreepy. There's Research, Reload. It's a much better showing this game than the last game for our deck. Obviously, the Necrozma's still a problem. Alright, there's Gloria, which I think is just, they've already used Professor's Research this turn, so they're obviously just trying to get another card here for no reason. There's Dreepy. And here comes Special Laser. Alright, let's go. Snom. Alright, there's the Inteleon, so we didn't even have to burn burn anything on that. So we need a way to, so we want this and we want this probably, because this can get us, we still got Irida, right? So what do I want here? Maybe the Muscle Band? Because Irida is going to get us Greninja. We have Rare Candy in hand. We have an Energy. Yeah. And then let's Evolution Incense. I think we want to get the Frosmoth here. Let's Frosmoth. And then let's Irida. And let's get Greninja. And let's get Professor's Letter. Let's Professor's Letter. Get our last 2 energy. Let's go Rare Candy, Greninja. Let's go ahead and attach energy. Let's go ahead and attach energy. Let's go ahead and attach energy. Alright, let's attach this here. Let's retreat. So hit this, hit the Inca? Alright, take a prize. Alright, there's Dive Ball. Dive Ball, if it stays in our hand, is going to be good. Lets us get the Remoraid. Lets us draw back up. Dive Ball might be interesting to just go get obviously 5 cards is better than no cards, right? We could go get Empoleon and we could quick ball away the Empoleon, get something, put it back on the bench. Is it better to have Empoleon in play? Empoleon does snipe for 60, right? Do we have any energy left, though? We know that we don't have any energy left in the deck. And there's Raihan. I'm assuming that they're getting the stadium here. Right, there's Mew. There's Parallel City. The Parallel City themselves. Alright, now Empoleon is kind of off the cards. So Frosmoth up. There's U-turn board, which isn't too terrible. Alright, let's dive ball. Let's get Octillery. Let's Octillery. Let's attach U-turn board. And then let's try drawing. Well, there's Ordinary Rod. And there's also Nessa. Nessa's pretty fun, right? Nessa is pretty fun. Alright, let's Sobble. Let's Cramorant. Let's retreat into Cramorant. And let's do this. And that's fine. Our Cramorant is not long for this world. So if have we used Escape Rope yet? We might be Drizziling for Escape Rope. There's Marnie. They know what we have in our hand. Do they want to put cards back in their deck? Well, there's Scoop Up Net for the Inkay. They're going to put the Inkay back down. Attach an energy. There's Colress to draw a bunch. Having another stadium would be good here, I think, in order to stop this, but I'm not too worried about it. It's like, what? Do we like Drizzile for Verse Seeker and then Cramorant again? No, we'll just draw the Versus Seeker, right? Because what? Nessa gets Cramorant and that's it. Let's quick ball away. Dracovish. Let's get this Articuno. Let's Versus Seeker. Let's get back Nessa. I do think we want to Nessa here. Just get these back. Let's go ahead and Drizzile. What is it that we want? I'm getting Lost Vacuum. I could get our Brooklet Hill here. I guess look at Brooklet Hill, right? Lost Vacuum, we don't need any more cards in the Lost Zone. So just getting rid of that seems fine. We can do this. We can attach an energy for turn. Let's retreat. Yeah, I agree. That's definitely like probably something that we should do better. Like we want specific cards at specific times. Because again, we're kind of like, we're toolboxy, right? We have some answers for cards. We don't have big hitters. It's hard to game plan against us because we're hitting from different angles. And then our cards are just good cards. Like Greninja is just good. Inteleon is just good. Um, yeah, you guys both make really good points. I could see less supporters as well. It was hard. Again, I will say, like, one of the first time we put this list together, it was definitely hard because there's so many good water-specific cards. So when I looked at Urzatube's draw power in his deck, you know, it had lots of good cards, and then we had to add some of the water-specific cards, and like Nessa and the like. Yeah, I don't know if we're playing Marnie necessarily for the draw power, but more as to kind of like mess with our opponent's hand as we try to build. But I could see not wanting Marnie. Also, we want to shuffle our hand back into our deck because we're drawing so much with item cards. That's just something that we end up doing. Okay, so what do we do here? Inteleon. Yes, please. I think we want Guzma. And I think we're going to want energy retrieval at some point, but do I want to get it? Yes, I do have Peony. We just really haven't seen it. And now in this stage in the game, I just don't see it being very good. I think we want Lost Vacuum. This Parallel City is just not ideal. I guess we could have Battle Compressored Empoleon in energy and got an energy retrieval. Alright. We don't need this Dracovish. We're not going to need this Heavy Ball. Let's Guzma up. Do I care about the Mew? I think I do. I think I do care about the Mew. Because what can we... Does he have anything in here we can target Whistle? Nothing is 50 in their deck. That's annoying. Alright, Heavy Ball. I don't know. I think we might be at the point where I don't want to draw too many, so let's save those. Let's just draw 2 here. Just trying to get some energy. Alright, nothing good. Alright, let's hit. Alright, there's Escape Rope. Escape Rope is pretty good. If they try to put the Mewtwo up again. So there's Raihan. There's Rescue Stretcher. I'm assuming they have to get Bench Barrier Mew back is the call. Dragapult. Okay. Do they have Rare Candy? Well, there's Rare Candy. Do we have Manaphy still? He's saying GG. Well, that's fine. Does this do damage counters, though? It does do damage counters. Does Muscle Band is in my graveyard. Let's put this down. Let's target Whistle something. Let's get rounds. So I think I want to rely. Yeah, I guess I have to Articuno, right? But we don't have the energy, so we have to Peony for the energy. They gotta have a switch card. Let's Guzma check here. Oh, we can find the energy. It's just they almost assuredly have the Guzma, right? Guzma into Mewtwo. So this is dead, right? And this they'll just put out and then retreat into this. So I think you're right. I think we have to go Articuno. We could right, and hope that we get in our 7 cards that we get to draw 2, right? Do I want to? So I want to Articuno. Do I just want to retreat, or do I want to Escape Rope? I think I want to Escape Rope first. So we can end down to 2, right, and then we get to draw with Octillery. So we got a lot of looks at this. I could even thin my deck if I wanted to, but obviously we don't want to do that. Yeah, yeah. Alright. So let's not Escape Rope. Let's just do this. Because we want the Dragapult to be asleep. So let's in. Yes. We know we got 2 energy in our deck. Well, there's energy retrieval, right? Does that help us at all? Now I wish we had Battle Compressor. But now Battle Compressor isn't out. There's the energy. We could draw 1 here if we wanted to. Do I have Guzma still? I think we used Guzma. There it is. Oh, and we're dead. GG's. Fun game, though. Thanks for the games, Marcus. Fun games. There's something there. There's something there with this deck. I want to play it more. And I want to try different things. And you guys have given me some thoughts to think about. Some of the different stadiums. Some of the more precision-based draw cards. Pokégear, Pal Pad, Chromatic, maybe Trainers Mail. Throw some of those things in there, as opposed to cards like Trekking Shoes. I think we still want cards that discard, so maybe Trekking Shoes is fine. We probably don't need Random Receiver just because we're playing so many supporters. I could see cutting Skyla. It did come in clutch at times, like getting like us specifically the item card that we needed, like Dive Ball. So I am reluctant to cut it. It just seemed good. I would love more ways to find, like, Cramorant did some things there. Yeah, Dracovish is pretty, like, it's obviously one of our few game plans. We're kind of a toolboxy deck, so there was, like, one game where, like, turn 2 Dracovish, and then while we set up our, like, Inteleon and our Greninja, this card just set out there. And then we were able to like switch Rare Candy, Greninja, attach all the energy we wanted to, and just go bah, 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 and like kill all the guys that weren't able to evolve. So, yeah, I would agree that Dracovish, that we don't have a lot of ways to find the pieces. Like obviously Skyla does get us the unidentified fossil. It's just another toolbox, but again, I'm kind of with you. I'm not sure that it fits into this list. This list was missing something. Like I don't know if there's another card that would fit in this list, and so I don't know. If you guys have, obviously we don't want like big attackers like the Wailord or the Wishy-Washies or the Laprases of the water deck or the Kyogres. But we want like cheap, efficient attackers. Yeah, no, I agree. So, just like I wanted something else, and this was what popped into my head. But I agree with you. This might not be right, and so our list might look drastically different when we play on Wednesday. But yeah, you guys are giving me some good things to think about. I really appreciate all of the input that you guys have offered me. Okay, yeah, those are some considerations. All right, well, cool. Well, that's it. That's all I got for this stream tonight. Keep it simple, keep it short. I appreciate you all hanging around the stream and talking GLC. I love talking GLC with you all. That being said, I'll see you guys all back. Should be here on Wednesday at 6:30. We'll play this deck again. I'll add in some of those changes. But yeah, see you all then. So again, good night, everyone. See you all on Wednesday.